Hey there, single malt lovers. Luke here with another whiskey review. Today's whiskey is going to be BenRiach 12-year-old. BenRiach is a distillery they've been through a lot, it sounds like. They were closed for a long time, like half a century. But more recently they were purchased by three guys with a bunch of money, I guess, it sounds like, and backed by some kind of a company that has a lot of money. And they have been taking BenRiach in a very interesting direction. BenRiach is now, they've got a lot of official single malt bottlings from the distillery, something like 15 or more bottlings. And they have some core whiskeys. The 12-year-old is one of the core. And a bunch of, they're the ones who do they have bottlings called like Curiositas and Authenticus and things like that, like Harry Potter named whiskeys. But I haven't tried those. This is the first one I've tried, and it's sort of interesting. So, bottled at 46%. I believe it's non-chill filtered because I've never seen so many chunks in a bottle of whiskey. There's quite a few particles in there. It gets cloudy when I add water, so that's pretty much a telltale sign. But it is, I believe, mostly bourbon matured, and this is a pretty dark whiskey for a bourbon matured. This is like amber +1, and I think it's probably colored a bit. But so let's move on to the tasting here. Bottled at 46%, and it does need a little bit of water. So let me just add a little here. A little bit hot on the nose without water. So nose. Very much a Speyside whiskey. Just reminds me instantly of Glenfiddich and Glenlivet. Although it's got a little bit more body than those, I think. Light saltiness, a little bit of citrus, and a very sweet kind of caramely thing going on. It's got quite a bit of bourbon smells, slightly sweet corn whiskey smell. I get a bit of Windex, blue glass cleaner, which is, I like that I'm able to find that smell, but it's not a particularly pleasing smell. Now this needs a bit more time than I'm giving it here on video, but if you give it some time and you smell it, it's got some smells that you only get as you're raising it to your nose. And what I get is like a sweet, woody butterscotch kind of note. Just as your nose is getting in there. It's very interesting. And then it also has kind of a cherry candy, artificial cherry flavoring smell. Sweet almond note as well as pears. Pretty interesting. Moderately interesting. So let's have a taste. Yeah, so definitely the bourbon maturation is coming through. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a bit of sherry in here because it's not as light as other straight bourbon matured whiskeys I've tasted. It's kind of creamy flavor, light mouthfeel. The bourbon character comes through a lot. Rich vanilla, sweet corn, a little bit of a corn syrup smell, taste, sorry, and bananas for sure. That little cherry candy note that I got on the nose is there in the palate, but it's very faint, very light. So just kind of in general on the palate, it's got flavors of a lighter whiskey, but they are richer, is what it's like. And then on the finish, giving it time, it finishes in the back of your mouth. I get like anise, and the anise is noticeable right now. It's nice. And crayon wax, actually. So just kind of little essences of things going on there. Good. Interesting whiskey. So, BenRiach 12-year-old, my rating 85 out of 100. Not stellar, again. It's budget whiskey, relatively budget whiskey, so it's not going to be totally incredible, but it's good. I'm interested now in BenRiach, actually, after tasting this. I know that they've got lots of other bottlings for me to explore, so I probably will be picking up a few other bottles in the future. We'll see where that goes. But I think I'll leave that as it is. I'm enjoying doing budget whiskeys, so I think I'll probably continue with a few more of those in the next video. So until next time, bye-bye, guys.